Hello everyone, welcome to Phasmophobia. Well, it is a beautiful morning here on Point Hope, so like I said before, we're going into Point Hope to try and work on this badge. But the problem is, I kind of forgot we still only have tier 1 equipment and pretty much not a lot of it. So what I've gone ahead and done is thrown all my stuff in the door. So basically, we're going to be locked down in Point Hope. There's no sanity. Here, I will grab that. Make sure we get that in here. But yeah, there's no reason to go back to the truck. There's no sanity to take. There's nothing else left for me. I have all my evidence stuff. I'm going to put my video camera on this tripod if I can see it. Thing gets in the way a little bit. There. Now, unfortunately, I think the breaker is right here. I didn't mean that. Unfortunately, I was going to say we actually do have the breaker though, so I don't know. Anyway, let me just make sure we have somewhat of a home base here. I like that shower hiding spot. Also, yeah, do want to mention we are back on professional. Still kind of appreciating some of the stuff on this map. But alright, let me try and make a game plan here. I have all the evidence stuff. I don't know if I'm hearing the ghost. I'm a little afraid that I'm hearing things from the ghost, but let me just sort out some of this stuff, because this is kind of new for me. I do love the idea of being locked down in the building though. So there's somewhat of a home base. If we get hunted, we can at least run back here. But I wanted to mention, the only really thing I have in here other than evidence is 2 crucifixes. And I tried to think of whatever the third thing could be. I just grab a tripod. So I only made 4 trips back in here. I'm going to be doing that for the start of each one. Ow. What do we do though? I'm going to grab some standard stuff. I guess I'm not... Yeah, I'm going to take the video camera then. Then does that mean I walk around with a tripod? I guess I will. But I'm not looking for... Yeah, I didn't really think about that. We're just going for evidence here. And we're also, since we have no way of taking sanity, that's the goal, is to see how many times I can just get the ghost right here, using the evidence and just using my own survival skills. So we're on professional. I'm going to just take these 3 things in there. Maybe we'll get an EMF 5 if we're lucky. It's not a bad idea to just kind of come through here and start scanning these rooms. We did get really lucky with the breaker being down here. And on professional, there seems to be a lot more hiding spots. And it is medium map. So maybe that is leading to me there being way more hiding spots. Okay. I can remember when I use my light. Yeah, I wasn't prepared for all the tier 1 stuff here. Isn't there? Okay, no. I wish there was a light switch for this first floor. Yeah, I wish that light switch was right here, because all the other light switches going up are right near the staircase. Alright, what we can do though, pretty easy. We can just kind of come through here and scan every room as we go by. I'm going to try and pay attention to how many lights we have on, but I'm not going to turn on the light for every room. I don't think I heard the ghost. When I walked in here, I got a little scared because I thought I started hearing stuff immediately. I always think I'm hearing stuff. Now, I don't like sitting in the dark, so let me just scan one more room for maybe a stray ghost orb. Oh boy. Man, this is tier 1 camera. I got it like right in my face. So a cursed item could help. What I'm gonna... Oh, that is me. I'm like getting disoriented from that camera. I'm not using the tier 1. It is so strange. And when you turn to the right, it almost goes like entirely in your face. Okay, I wanted to maybe take a moment here to stand in the light. Luke Ramirez, sanity, escape, witness. It would be nice to like earn some money. Like I said, we're gonna just focus on getting the evidence and getting the ghost right. Because last time on Nightmare, I didn't even get the ghost right once, so at least maybe we can make up for that by getting the ghost right a couple times here. Now, unfortunately, I think what I'm gonna do... Unfortunately, the ghost doesn't seem to be on the lower floors. I think what I'm going to do is like we turn on the light there. I'm going to leave the light off for this floor. I'm going to turn on the next one. So maybe we'll have a good amount of lights on. See, this is weird. You cannot tell what you're actually looking at through the viewfinder. I'm trying to use my cursor through the viewfinder and it's not working. Is there anyone around here? We got kind of lucky with the breaker down there, but I saw something weird happen. No, I do, you know, when it comes to like ghost hunting shows, which this game is based on, they usually set up like a base somewhere in the building. I think I'm losing my mind. So I do like the idea of coming in here and throwing all my equipment and having that little lobby as my like base, my home base. That is it's fun to like have your home base also be a potential, you know, attack for the ghost, you know. Because like when you go out to the truck, you're safe, but if all your equipment is still in a room the ghost could find you and attack you in, that makes the game kind of really different. Alright, are we really dealing with a ghost that's all the way up at the top? I was really hoping to make some progress on Point Hope today. Luke, can you hear me? I hear creaking. Is there a rocking chair? Oh, cold breath. Luke? I think you're upstairs. Oh. Well, this is EMF 5. I really don't want to drain my sanity. Man, the perspective on that is so strange. Did I see my breath? I know the ghost can't. I'm gonna turn on the light. Yes. Thought I was hearing stuff in the room above me. We can run in here and hide if we need to. I don't know if that shark starts in the corner like that. Alright, well, at least we're not dealing with a ghost all the way up at the top. Now, I have to admit, kind of forgotten lights. I want to check. I think we can afford one more up here. How much for that? Well, at least while we're up here. Okay, see, wow, professional is being really nice. Medium map professional. My light, do you see that? My light is like flashing a little bit. I think that's just like a tier 1 thing, or maybe it's because I'm pointing it at the ARP. It's a cool little effect though. I don't see it doing that on anything else. It just looks like it's doing it on the tarp. Anyway, we have a hiding spot up here we can run to. I'm not too worried about this. Now let's not spend too much time in the dark. We gotta go run back down. I'm going to drop stuff here. Unfortunately, no ghost door, but we have a cold room. I'm gonna run back down to the breaker and just try and bring some more stuff back up here. Okay, I think I actually had 2 of the light switches on in here, so we don't really need to have all of them on, do we? Alright, dots of pin might be useful. We'll get the book, and then maybe we'll get lucky with Spirit Box. I don't know. I mean, it's gonna be as good as any. What we'll do is we'll be efficient. I'm gonna turn off the lights here, and I'm just gonna run back up. Oh, yeah, I didn't really think this one through that much. I do like this a lot. I was really banking on maybe getting lucky with some ghosts on the lower floors. I don't mind this bedroom too much. As I go up here though, there'd be a lot of options for hiding spots, and there's a lot of looping options. The main thing about Point Hope is just not getting stuck in one spot, like in one room. But if you can get to another floor, like, you're pretty good. Because the ghost is going to have to come down from one spot. So you're not really going to get cornered. 3, let's try and remember. Let's see, this is still so far up here. 4. Alright, Luke. Don't really want to sit here with the dot spin, but maybe we'll have a better... Okay, that sounded... Was that multiple things? We have a much better dots area. Are you here? Are you friendly? Oh, he immediately just threw the book. And it's professional, so I can actually do something with that. Are you here? Are you friendly? No EMF 5. Okay, I am going to do that, because on professional we can rule out writing since he threw the book. Are you here, Luke?
Behind.
Okay, I thought I'd turn my sound down a little bit, but it's still pretty loud. Alright, here we go. Ooh, turn on a light, not a mare. Couldn't be a mare anyway. Don't. Could be EMF 5. Okay, see? There. It's a little weird. I know from the noise. Oh, Dan or Galu? Are you kidding me? I could tell from the sound that was EMF 5. Okay, we didn't see orbs. Can I rule them out? I'm gonna turn this off. If the ghost hunts, I can just run in there, and if it doesn't see me, maybe I'll get lucky. Otherwise, I think I'm gonna use the upstairs. I don't know what this ghost is doing. I think it's throwing one thing, and it just sounds like multiple. So it's Luke. If I remember correctly, is it the Dan? Dan is she. So Dan is not going to be it. I rule out orbs. That doesn't really help. We don't have raising UV. Stupid shark. What are these noises? Okay, I kind of want to finish this while we have some amount. Oh, please. Of sanity. Okay. I'm gonna go get either freezing UV or dots, and we're not seeing dots yet. It was cold when we came in here, night light. Forget, even Point Hope has some unique stuff on it. Maybe, remember, maybe it's doing twins, because I thought I heard multiple things at the same time. Did it slam the... Is this twin? I almost brought in salt. What I'm gonna do... I hate running all the way back. The only way we can make sure is if it's freezing or UV. I'm just gonna run back down and go get this stuff. Alright, well, I have to admit, I kind of forgot about the crucifixes, so I did have one more inventory slot to bring up a crucifix. Maybe that'll give me a little bit more time. Well, that is a nice thing about it being up higher in the building, that this tier 1 crucifix might actually cover the whole room. When way up here, this bedroom isn't the biggest. I don't like how dark it's getting, but hey, all the lights are still on. I swear I was not talking to the ghost there. Yeah, see, even for a tier 1, that covers most of this room. I'm gonna pull it back to where... Yeah, see, if the ghost hunts from out there, though, at least maybe I'll have a chance to run into my hiding spot. You've been touching doors a lot. Do you wanna maybe leave a fingerprint for me? And yeah, we need to get that down. Now, we wait. But this is a big difference from nightmare mode. I'm just trying to get this evidence, and I wanna... making sure we get towards the badge. Now that I'm sitting in here, I'm starting to actually appreciate some of the stuff around here. Is he looking at me? Did he change? Oh no. Did he change directions? I had just looked at him before and I thought he was pointing that way, but maybe he was, yeah, he was probably always sitting like that. Is there an EMF 5 on the Shiver Me Timbers? Where did my, not that I even need it, but where did that EMF go? Oh, it's right in front of me. I don't even know what these things look like. Alright, I'm gonna check the temperature. What door was that? Over here? Guess so. Oh, UV. Yeah, we're not seeing UV. I think it's gonna be freezing. And would freezing be winds? Yeah. Okay. I thought I was hearing like multiple things going off at the same time. See, it touched a door and then it did like the door. I think it could have been just one. Oh. Breaker's not gonna be back on. Could you be nice, Luke, and maybe turn the breaker back on for me? I know ghosts can do that. They just never really seem to. Is that what you're gonna do to me? Come after me? Okay, now I think it's time to just look at this. Yep, we're well into freezing. Okay, I think I'm gonna try and escape. Let's see if we can get out of here. But yeah, there's one. My goal was to try and do it 3 times. Well, that wasn't too bad. The main thing I actually dread is running back up and down this stupid tower. But we're gonna do it. I'm gonna try and escape if we can get out of here. I don't think we're gonna get hunted. I mean, was Crucifix? I'm gonna keep running. I want to check if Crucifix was an objective. I don't really remember. But it would be funny if we got that on the way out. Oh, lag spike. Maybe that was the Crucifix burning up. But no, made it all the way back to home base. But yeah, I mean, this is really cool. I do like doing this, and I don't want... Oh, never mind. Let's just get out of here. I do kind of want to do that on other maps. Witness Ghost Event Escape. Didn't get hunted, but there's one. Let's keep going, though. I'm going to set up again. We're going to throw all my stuff in the door, so I will be right back. But I'm pretty sure we'll also see at the stat screen if this actually is the right ghost. Yeah, I haven't played professional in a bit. We didn't see ghost orbs, freezing, EMF 5. EMF 5 can't be mimicked. Twins, it was twins behavior, so for once, I can actually figure out the ghost without getting hunted. So yeah, maybe I need a little bit more experience. See, even 1,000, just for getting the ghost right. Okay, so we are earning some money here. And some levels. I don't know. What, did I just unlock something and not pay attention? Either way, that was 15 minutes. That was pretty good, actually. So maybe we'll get lucky. I just really was hoping for a ghost that would be on a lower floor. Alright, did I unlock something? Just trying to see. Thought it was like, maybe it was the sound sensor. Yeah, maybe I unlocked the sound sensor. I wasn't paying attention. Either way, let's hop back in here and I'm going to set up one more time. Alright, well, in an effort to make this a little more exciting, and also to not have to run back and forth to the truck so many times, I'm bringing in only three stacks of inventory. I don't know how to say that, but I'm bringing in 9 items, which is 3 full inventories. But hopefully I'll only have to go back and forth 3 times, is what I'm trying to say. But here we go, locked down again, but immediately, luckily, breaker is right here again. I know they changed the breaker locations. I think there used to be a lot of them. I think every floor pretty much had one at one point, but it's either here or like on the 2nd floor, and maybe sometimes like in the middle. I think it's just like those 4 locations now. Well, here we go again. This time I am not as like flustered. I actually have a little bit of experience here. Now, actually, let me look. See if we... See? Remember how I was talking about my home base being the ghost room? It's in here though. Okay, this is cool. Now I'm getting excited. These are like my favorite rooms, or the rooms down here. I really do wish Point Hope was more like this, you know, with these kind of rooms, and then the tower was kind of like its own section. I really, you know, I think Point Hope could be reworked even one day. I mean, even this map, they made this map with way less developers than they have now. Alright, this is exactly what I wanted though. Ghost orbs immediately. I'm gonna set that up on the toilet. We'll point that way. So that's the thing though. I don't really have a hiding spot. Damn, we can just set everything up. Turn this on. If it's a Raiju, we're gonna get screwed. Are you here? Okay, speed run time. Ghost orb, spirit box. So, thing is though, spirit box, so far it could be mimic. What's the soap? Or whatever that is? Or whatever that is? Okay, I also brought the damn camera again. It doesn't matter. All I wanted to bring really was the evidence stuff. So as long as we have everything in here, this is such a bare bones run. It's only tier 1 equipment. No smudges or anything. And because of that, we can get some lights on though. Wait, what? Are those on? Did I turn those on? I don't know what just happened. Maybe I did turn those on when I was going back. I want to go up here and see if there's at least a hiding spot back here. No. Wow, so much for all those good... There might have been a hiding spot under the stairs. Okay, so if I do get away from the ghost, I can keep running up the stairs and go here. But was there? Didn't look. Sometimes there's a hiding spot underneath the stairs on the 1st floor. Oh my god. It's the problem with this map. You just run constantly and you're just constantly out of sprint. Alright, well, the ghost is probably going to see me go back to that one, so I'd have a better chance of just running upstairs. That'll be my game plan. No hiding in there. But this ghost might go by pretty quickly. An EMF 5? Oh. It kind of sounded like it, but I don't know. That could have been an EMF 3. The book is still here. I'm not freezing. Don't go through the floor, book, please. I already know. I'm going to throw that in the sink. That is locked. Well, Robert Norris. Photo. Well, we could do photo and average sanity. Do have video and photo. Well, maybe we'll try and go for something while we're waiting. Oh no! I put my thing on the shitter. Well, that wasn't a thing of the ghost, but at least we filmed it. Try and earn some money here. We're still trying to level up. I need to make some money here. Oh. Almost forgot. Ghost actually almost played me. Uh-oh. It is a mimic. Okay. What would the other one be? Freezing. So it's not down to freezing yet? Didn't look like it was going down to freezing. Maybe this is not making it that cold in here. Oh. We're dealing with a mimic. I could leave. I don't want to get hunted. I mean, you know, we're here to have fun. But what more could I do though with this mimic? Average sanity, photo, video. Alright. Robert, show yourself. I know this room is tiny. Let's just try and get some of these objectives for some extra money. Average sanity, I don't know about. But maybe if Robert wants to show himself. Or we can film an object. Man, look at how the aspect ratio. That in real life, that's a perfect circle, but on the screen, it's an oval. What the hell? Is it Robert Norris? Not Chuck Norris. Come on, Robert Norris. You're nothing like Chuck Norris. That'll piss him off. I do want to accomplish something. I don't want to just burn through all these games. I do want to make money here. Could go looking for the cursed item. There's that orb. I did see my breath out here. So maybe that's what's happening, is the ghost is going back and forth. I still see the orb in there though. But strangely my breath is in here, which is really making these rooms cold. I'm gonna sit in the dark and try and drain my sanity a little bit. Come on, Robert Norris. Show yourself. Hate how that EMF sounds like a Geiger counter. You know, for a ghost, you're doing a lot of stuff. Oh, you can even film the water. That's cool. We don't really need this anymore. We don't need more fingerprint photos. I'm afraid it's gonna be like a Raiju or something. Alright, I should actually have my camera ready too, in case I need to take a photo of the ghost. But my plan right now is just to sit in the dark and see if we can get this ghost to at least do some kind of event. I'm kind of screwed though. If he hunts from out here, can I run in here? Yeah, but that... I don't know. I've died. I remember when this map first came out, I died in one of those hiding spots. So those aren't really the greatest hiding spots. And that one is locked. Robert, give us a sign. Show yourself, damn it. I'm afraid he's going to do an event right in front of me and he's just going to disappear before I can record him. Yes! Thank you, Robert. Alright, I'm gonna try and maybe get my sanity lowered. We have 2 of the objectives. I'm now risking getting hunted from a mimic. I don't really need anything in my inventory. Hero cards could... Oh. Dude, this could be instant death. Hey, I'm gonna actually make some progress here. Alright, I'll tell you what. We got what I... Okay. Okay, we got hunted. That's good enough. I'm gonna see if we can see him. I do want to survive here, and I do want to do crazy stuff. That's why I'm at least wanting to get hunted once here by a mimic, just to see what the mimic hunt is. Doesn't sound fast. Turn off my light. I don't think he can see me through the railing. Okay. Maybe I should get going though in case he can. He didn't speed up. I think he was just on his way here. Okay, there's my craziness for this. Oh my god, he did end up coming up here. Okay, we're still gonna do one more game, but I wanted to see what the mimic would be when we hunted. I got what I wanted. Very entrance ghost. It's weird how my favorite part of the map really is like the entrance area. I really like the beige wall and all the nautical themed stuff. Really would have been nice if Point Hope was more like that. And then like you go through a little bit of a house kind of map, and then you get to the tower that leads into some rooms. But I digress. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna run this back one more time. Hopefully, I mean, this has to be a mimic. There's no way there's no combination that is those. The mimic is circled. Let's head back to this screen, that stat screen. And then one more time, we're gonna see how lucky we get with the spawns. So yeah, this isn't taking as long as I thought it was, but there's a mimic, sanity meds, and incense. Did we get that at the exact same level? Well, alright. There's progress. Maybe we'll actually utilize some of these, because that last one we were just locked down with nothing, and I got really lucky with where the ghost was. Also that it was a mimic. The game tends to do that. I think everything's alright, but the game tends to have a little load spike there. And alrighty. Finally, incense. Let's just put it all in, because, you know, this loadout, I'm not worried about how much this loadout is. We have exactly 7,000. So incense and sanity meds. Putting them all in. Alright, now that looks good. Incense, sanity meds, now we're making some progress. I'm glad we made some money there, so it was worth it to stick around. I'm going to load up Point Hope one more time, throw my equipment in there, and do this one last time. Then we'll just check and see if, you know, my progress for the badge is going up. Alright, so this time again, even though we have the incense insanity beds, we're just gonna go in here with the evidence stuff and one crucifix. This time I'm not bringing the photo cam, I'm bringing a crucifix, so maybe that'll give me a little more time. I didn't even check the breaker this time. Not there. So that's gonna be a challenge finding the breaker. Sometimes I just come in here and I forget. Let's start though. Close that door. I'm gonna go around with the camera, my EMF, in case we get EMF 5 early on. I check my hiding spots. No hiding spots back here. But it is Andrew Carter. Sounds escape. Sanity again. So, again, I want to just work on this badge, see if we can get these ghosts right. Is that always glowing? Yes, it is. Why am I like not noticing these things? I think it's partly because of the weather. This is the first just completely dark night, and it seems really dark around here. I don't mean Batman. Now, oh, there's a breaker, thankfully. I don't like the creakiness. Now, every time I think about this stupid door, because if you leave this door open and you're going down, you're gonna get stuck. So remember to close this damn door. No breaker here. Let's just kind of quickly, in a little bit of time in each room, quickly clear out the tower. Maybe if we don't see it on the way up, on the way down we will. I do like just, you know, this bare bones challenge though. Like, I could be using sanity. We have one crucifix, but, you know, it's point hope. I'm really kind of testing myself here. That's why I wanted to get hunted at least once. It just kind of depends on the ghost. This ghost might be just an insta-hunting crazy ghost. All just depends on what you get. Andrew, if you're here, you know, I think you can only hear me on the same floor. Oh, I don't like that. I wanted like something like the mirror. That would have been perfect. I'm gonna keep going. Like I said, if we don't see it on the way up, maybe back on the way down. I'm just hoping that maybe being in the presence of the ghost for a little bit. Hey, we got some hiding spots. Did these open? No. I was thinking those were like the ones on Bleasdale. Is anyone around here? No point in looking for a cursed item. Maybe you're in here again. I'm really afraid it's gonna be way up top. So I kind of want to get up there while I have some sanity. I'm probably just draining all my sanity this run. If we can just find the ghost room. Yeah, so much for that locker. This locker looks different. I think it looks greener. It looks nicer than the lockers in the other maps. Okay, let's spend a little bit more time just in these rooms. I got all these hiding spots. Not used to it for a medium map. I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to tell if there's something really out of place. Alright, Andrew, let's start from the top down and cleanse this place of any ghosts. All this stuff looks like pretty much where it would start. I think that starts there. I think all this is like here. I think he's walking around the top here. For the first time I've actually just kind of looked out around here though. Every time I've been up here the last few times, the ghost has been up here as well. I guess I'll do a wraparound. Take a look at Point Hope out here. I think Maple Lodge is over there. But it doesn't seem to be a ghost. I like how there are all these buckets and stuff sitting around. You can kind of pay attention to where all this stuff starts. Okay, so the main thing though, we've spent some time, the breaker's been on, and I don't see my breath. Now, on the way back down, I guess I'm just gonna stand in the room and see if we find my breath. But Andrew, come on, if you're around here, surely. It's a good thing if you're not up here. But I'd be happy to go back down and find out you were just in the kitchen. I don't like that noise. And at this point, walking into the room, I should see my breath. Let's keep her going. I do kind of appreciate this tier 1 flashlight. I was getting really kind of, I don't know, used to the tier 3 stuff. I was used to the luxury of it. Too dependent on it, I suppose. Andrew, if you're here, please. This is a Point Hope being Point Hope. Hope, though. Well, again, we really should see the breath at this point. I'm also at the point where I'm just holding my mic open, which could get me killed. I think that has gotten me killed by a yokai. Okay, good news is we're not seeing the breath up here. I'd much rather see it down here. Is that someone trying to tell me something? Oh, that was pretty cool. Not often that the ghost shows itself in a way like that. I mean, I usually just run in. Okay, now it's just gonna keep doing it. Could you at least give me EMF5 if you're gonna keep spamming? I could run back down. Well, this is an alright floor. We had one kind of up top, one at the very bottom, and one at the middle. Oh no, my sanity. Okay, tell you what, I haven't really looked for ghost orbs too well. Okay, ghost orb. A ghost orb, we haven't got EMF 5. I'm gonna turn these lights on. I'm gonna run go get some more equipment. And see, this is why I didn't want to bring too many things in here to run them back and forth. For a lockdown challenge, Point Hope is one hell of a map to do it for. I do like it because it makes, if the ghost is way up here, you feel pretty safe at the entrance. But there's a lot of backtracking if you're a solo player. I think he sounds muffled. Well, you're not a... He was right there. The problem with this, you know, I can't smudge or anything. Man, how did he drain my sanity so much? I'm trying to get a jump start. There. I don't know how my sanity is already. I mean, it's a medium map, and it's Point Hope. Point Hope is so good at just draining all your sanity. But here's the room. This is pretty central. Covers most of the area. Get this down. Pretty cold. My light. Are you here, Andrew? I wonder if he has to be like right on top of me with this tier 1 spirit box. I need to be paying attention. Speaking of being right on top of me. See, that was one of those moments where on Nightmare, like, I might have died because I was right on top of the ghost. He doesn't seem to be coming back down here now. Well, not a Raiju, it's not a Revenant. I really wish I had the UV to check. Could be yokai. Maybe I'm making him angry by talking. This could be yokai behavior. I mean, does yokai drain sanity more? Yeah. I don't think so. Just if you're talking here. So I could, you know, turn this into there we go. Turn this into a nightmare game. But let's use the equipment. I'm still trying to relearn this game apparently. I'm just trying to truly get back into it. I'm gonna use my time to test this some more. Are you here? Are you friendly? Knock the ball off the table. Are you here? Are you friendly? Are you close? You haven't messed with the book. Is that the cigar box? Oh, dude. Okay. Wait. Are you here? Are you friendly? Are you close? Are you far? Okay. I don't think it's a spare box. Are you here? Is it freezing? Oh, it's definitely freezing. Okay. That might help me figure this out. Are you okay? I don't think it's Hantu either. Okay, well at least we're figuring it out, and at least we have a hiding spot pretty close by. This is actually a perfect hiding spot for this. Onryo or Yurei? Maybe that's what I was thinking, was the Yurei have a stronger effect on people's sanity. Smudging, of course. And dots is what I don't have up here. So Onryo would be Spirit Box, which we just didn't get. So it's probably a Yurei. And it just doesn't have a door somewhere. I'd like to figure out the Yurei door touch after the Chronicle update. They changed that a bit. Here, take that wine. Well, wouldn't mind trying some more stuff with this. Man, these hunts though. Here's what I'm gonna do. Since he's still hunting, how is this hunt lasting so long? I'm gonna grab a dots pin. I think what I'm gonna do, I wanna have a finale to this. So I will go out and get one smudge, one tier 1 smudge. We're gonna see if we can get dots just to confirm. Also, maybe we'll bring up, I kinda wish I didn't bring down my flashlight. Okay, kinda breaking the locked in thing. But for the other games we were locked in. But I wanna have a bit of a finale here. So we're gonna grab a smudge since we just unlocked them. And then we'll lock that door again. It's not that big of a deal. Kinda could have just thrown this in at the beginning. Alright. Locking that in again. I think we need that dots pin, so yeah. I wanted to also bring up a crucifix, but that's not gonna work. I could try and do 2 smudges. I could try to smudge to get a little bit more time. Is this on just to make sure? Oh god. Didn't figure he'd be down here so quick. This might give me a little bit of an opportunity though. How are you down here? Oh my god, this light is so bad. Oh my god, is he? Oh! Oh my god, now he sounds fast. You know, for a non-cursed hunt, these are really long. Okay, at least we can see when this light goes out. Okay, I really wanted to test myself there. You know, even for a tier 1 smudge, I'm surprised in how confident I feel. Hello, Bone. Alright, with that, I think that's a good enough finale. I think we're gonna get out of here for now. I know I had to leave to grab that, but, I mean, for the other games, we were locked in here and never left, so... And that was just kind of like for the finale anyway, just doing that. We didn't even need to do that. We knew it was a Euro. We could have left, so that was just a little bonus. Have some fun. Okay, but there... I forget the nice little light out here. But there is 3 good games, so we know it's a Euro. Maybe I'm gonna have to guess. I mean, well, it was Spirit Box, right? Yeah. I'm gonna say, I mean, I was right on top of it with that Spirit Box. It would have talked to me. We're gonna say Euro. I'm hoping I'm right here. That should be 3 more to this Point Hope badge. Point Hope has been a weird map because I've played this map a decent amount since it came out. I think back in like 2024, I was playing this map so much. But here we go. Well, we actually did do some escape. We did do some objectives. And let's see.
Welcome back.
I was standing. I hate that tier 1 Spirit Box. I was standing right on top of it. Okay. I kind of want to get back in there, but I don't know. Let me see. Let me take forever to run over here. Okay, and then it doesn't even matter because you have to be right on top of it to left click it. But there's 43 out of 50. Alright, well, I'll tell you what, we had our fun being locked down. The main thing is needing some more equipment. We have a bunch of tier 1 stuff now. We had the smudges and stuff. But come on, you can't even trust anything. I was standing right on top of him with the Spirit Box and just getting red dot after red dot. That tier 1 Spirit Box sucks. But maybe we'll come, next time we come back around, I really need to work on leveling up. So next time we play Nightmare, maybe, I mean, it's Nightmare, so the only way to really figure things out is to get the ghost right. You can't make money unless you get the ghost right. So, I think maybe we should be focusing on leveling up. The next maps that we farm for the badge, we're going to be going to, like, Grafton and Bleasdale. So maybe we'll spend some time on Grafton. It'll be a small map, professional. Maybe we'll have some time on Grafton. I still think Grafton is a kind of decently difficult map because of how decayed it is and how pretty tight knit it is. So, alright. With that, at least we made 2 games, and yeah, we're still we made money. That was the most important thing. We got incense now, we got sanity meds, so we can go back to Nightmare, which is what we're doing next, going back to Nightmare. So we'll have some more stuff for that. Maybe if we have some Nightmare games that are good, we'll have some more equipment to deal with grinding the badges again. So maybe next time we come back around to Point Hope, we'll have some better equipment. So if you're still here, thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.